and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Up Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with the playoffs fast approaching, these teams need help in a hurry. Star players being out of action, no easy fix. You just do the best you can.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. T is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Murray in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, Miles Turner out there with Bol. Then it's Johnson, then there's Bradley Beal, and it's George in at the small forward. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, and it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team. Love the persistence from Turner there. Refusing to give up on the play and getting rewarded for it.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. His three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Beal finds Johnson. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. To the inside. The shot's good from Claxton.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Johnson kicks the ball. Johnson outside. From about 16, uses the glass that time, and it's good. He's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Going inside. Brown finds DeRozan. Here's McCall. No good on the triple. Johnson, that's for two. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. For the Clippers, Portis comes in for Bol Bol. And Rollins up in for Paul George. Pass to Neesmith. Here's McCall. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Celtics.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Johnson attacks. Oh, the power on that throw-down. Wow.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Collier. Nothing on the board. Count that one.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Rollins the pass to Johnson. And there's the try. For three, Portis hands it from downtown.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's the screen. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Stolen away. Here's Johnson. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
This team trusts Portis to make those saves. Cleaning the offensive glass and then using his size to get a bucket.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc, hits the three-point bomb. McCall's got 5 points so far.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time. So for the Clippers, Bol Bol. He's checked in for Portis. Beal comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Johnson in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Boston, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Miller. DeRozan comes in for Wiggins. And T set in for Cameron Thomas. On the floor for Boston, Collier out there with T. And it's DeRozan. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in at the 3. Pass to McCall. And stolen by Bol. And here is Johnson. To the paint. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's McCall. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. DeRozan passes to McCall. Boston, no good that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Los Angeles. Westbrook comes in for Rollins. Boston also with the sub. Murray's checked in. A moment for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me on the situation. A bruised tailbone is what he's saying. Nothing too serious, but definitely a pain in the you-know-what. They've decided this is an injury that can be played through, but we'll see if it's a limiting factor. Back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, Allie.
Yeah, silver linings. Obviously, being healthy is the goal, but this could be worse.
Murray, a screen on Beal. Boston needs to get off a shot. Nailed from three-point land. McCall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those 2 guys.
Here's Johnson with the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Collier, and again, Boston with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Screen by Bol. Johnson kicks to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Right wing. Back to Johnson. To the wing right side. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And Westbrook is very skilled at sizing up defenses. He understands when he should take these quick shots.
McCall, and so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, as you know, both rosters tonight without a number of key pieces. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So with Westbrook on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got George. Miles Turner out there with Bol. Then it's Johnson, and it's Beal in at the two-guard spot. Lets it go from deep. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's McCall, and Bol sends it back. Johnson, that's for two. It's rebounded by McCall.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
It's stolen by Brown. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Brown finds Murray. A nice shot by McCall.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Beal against Brown. Shoots over Beal. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clippers leading by 22. And wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
McCall passes to Claxton. Good, nice job down low. Claxton's got 6.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's Johnson driving inside. It's hauled in by Brown. Outside DeRozan. Murray with the bounce pass. Knocks down the 3-ball. McCall's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Bull, that's good.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Claxton the pass to Brown. Here's McCall. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's now 23 points for T.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the Clippers making a change here. Collins is checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Neesmith comes in for Keegan Murray. And it's Collier in for DeMar DeRozan. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Miller's checked in for Boston. Johnson with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Thomas checked in for T.
Number 26, Cameron Thomas.
1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Clippers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close out the postseason.
And right now for the Clippers, they've been on a roll this season, currently first in the conference, but they know they still have a lot of work to do.
Pass to Collier. Takes a three, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collier's got 11.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Johnson with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Impressive mobility right there from George. He's fantastic at finding that space off the pick and roll.
There's Miller with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. He's got 6.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Here's Collier, and good that time. Collier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on.
So for the Clippers, Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Paul George comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's Johnson in for Russell Westbrook. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Boston. T comes in for Cameron Thomas. On the floor for Boston. Down out there with Wiggins. Then it's Collier. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's McCall in at the 1.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Here's Brown, and he lays it straight in. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Connects from three-point range.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Wiggins with it. Now Bull defending. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Beal's checked in for Los Angeles. Keegan Murray's checked in for Boston. DeRozan comes in for Collier. From the inbound, and it's Brown missing. LA's gone 2 or 3 in the first.
Wow, we are going to remember that. For a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Murray, good.
Look, I think the three-point shot is Murray's best weapon. He helps this offense shoulder the load.
And it's Johnson penetrating, and then Johnson with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Beal. 40 points for Johnson.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to DeRozan. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McCall. Traps in the tray. McCall's got 18 points just in the second half.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Johnson.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Brown outside. Wide open look here for Murray, and again, Boston with the triple.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Pass to McCall over Johnson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Turner with the screen. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jay.